from basic grammar problems to just pronunciation to even confidence issues. But let me tell you, all of us here at Clapingo are completely equipped with any kinds of tricks and techniques that are going to benefit you on your journey here at Clapingo.
Okay.
And I'm also required to tell you that everything we talk about here is for the betterment of your language only.
Okay, that's great. Actually, I have seen this Clapingo first time. I have seen multiple videos, and there I found that multiple peoples they are joining Clapingo, and they are sharing their experience and giving good reviews about this. That they have learned a lot from there. So I really appreciate you guys are working for this. And I want to know about my communication and like how I can improve, how I can get the fluency. So for that, I thought to connect with you guys.
Well, that is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for all the kind words. So what we'll do is, well, let's just talk a little. This is not a class, all right? We are just friends.
Yeah, right.
Let's talk like that. And at the end of the session, whatever my feedback is regarding your state of English, that is what we'll move forward with, all right?
So Clapingo is only providing like one-to-one communication, or we can also like get any classes from you, or like something you can suggest while we are communicating what issue we are facing. So it's kind one-to-one communication we have in Clapingo, or something else, some other features also we have in here.
No, we just have one-to-one only.
Okay.
But you can ask, like you can book your appointment with different speakers. Speakers are people like me and learners are people like you.
Okay, all right. So I'm yeah.
Please tell me.
Yes, actually I'm a kind of mediocre, we can say, in the communication, right, and not so advanced I can speak. So basically I want to get the fluency, like because I'm very comfortable in communicating with my clients, doing professional talks, that I can do very easily. But if something like if I have to inform about me or my past experience sometime to someone else, so that time I do stuck. For that, how I can improve that, basically. So that kind of the thing I want to know from you guys, like if I have to say some previous experience of mine, or like about my present thing, if someone asks about me, so how I can elaborate it more. So that time I found issue, but like doing professional talk, that I can do it easily.
All right. See, that is a very common issue that happens to every English speaker around the globe. Because see, English, not around the globe, in India. Because around the globe, English is very widely used. But in India, this is our second language, not our first language, right? So we all of us face such problems. But we have a lot of tricks to tackle this. Let me tell you, big bag of tricks, and we can pull out a new one every time you ask for.
Okay.
So let's start. Let's do one thing. Let's just talk now.
Okay.
And then we'll see where you are, how we need to proceed, and what will be the best course of action for you. Okay,
all right. So you want me to tell about me, or like from where I belong, or something I do share?
Yes, but you don't have to be so formal and worried about it.
Yeah, right.
I was just going to ask you, can you tell me a little bit about yourself, and then I would tell about me, and then that is how we
Great. Like as a friend, we can share that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Very nice to hear that. Yes, about me, like I belongs from Allahabad, and I have I live with my family here. And as you already know, it's a pandemic time, so we all have to spend the time from home, like in our family. Right. So it's great that I'm with my family as of now in such situations. So about Allahabad, if you want, like I can tell, it's very the famous place we can say, and we have Sangam here. And three rivers met, holy rivers we can say, like Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati. So we have fair here every after 10 years. We have Mahakumbh in Allahabad, and most of the people or like devotees, they came from multiple states, countries to visit this place. And like Allahabad, we have multiple famous places, Sangam already I have informed you. And we have like famous fruit guava we can say. Yes, I want to know about you, like you can tell me about your, and like when you have joined Clapingo, and what's your experience here.
Hear me, your video
Yes, now I'm getting.
Okay, so I joined Clapingo quite some while ago.
Okay.
I found this through my friend, and they told me that I can use this.
Okay.
So the aim for me was always to help people.
Yeah,
Because
right.
I'm an engineer, okay, I come from a very corporate background, and I
Okay.
can see in my environment also that people need just a little bit push.
Yeah, right.
In my team, there were people who were 100,000 times better than me at coding. When it came to explaining technical functionalities, they were so amazing, but in their native language.
Yeah, right.
And our company required that you present this to clients in English, because clients were American, clients were European, they were
obviously.
Australian. So then I thought, how do I find such? Then I help them, obviously. I would present it for them as well at times. But then I thought that this is something that India needs.
Yeah.
And Clapingo is something that is very popular in India and functional in India.
Yes, I found that because earlier I only hear about Camly. I think it's not from the India. So I found it. I really appreciate this app because I found, and it's not costing so high that people can't afford even. So yeah, they can easily communicate and improve their self. If they have any issue in the communication, they can ask about their problems while they are communicating what they are facing. So that is why I thought that like how I can improve basically, because I do stuck like at times when if somebody asks me about me, like what kind of the person I am, right? So that time if I do explain, I won't able to elaborate it more. So for that I want if you can suggest.
I am really sorry to interrupt you, but even at this point, when I asked you about yourself, you told me more about Allahabad and less about yourself.
Yeah.
Right. So, what we'll do is, first I'll explain you the basic structure of a class at Clapingo. Okay. But while I'm telling you this, I want you to know that everything is flexible according to the learner. Literally everything. Okay. So, for example, if a learner says that they want to work on their tenses today, we devote a good amount of time to consolidating tenses in that class.
Okay.
If they say that they do not want to go through the session document, or we have already
I think, but if we think a lot more about the grammar, I don't think like it creates lots of the issue. Like if we are if you are communicating and concentrating more on the grammars, then we found a more issue like while communicating, because what to say at that time we will think of grammar, I'm using good correct grammar or not basically. So such issues we can find while communicating.
See, I was saying that is very subjective to the person.
Yeah.
Because some people, they do dwell on grammar a lot, and they're like, oh my god, what should I say? Didn't? Should I say don't? Should I say don't? What should I do?
Yeah.
And they get stuck in that.
Yes.
Alright. So the thing is that language is just a tool. It is more about explaining the point, explaining our emotion, telling our idea.
Yeah, right.
And language is a tool for that.
Yes.
So we should not get stuck with the tool, right? So what happens here is that speakers are people like me, learners are people like you.
Yeah.
Every learner is provided with something called session material. In this session material, we give you a topic that we can talk about. Okay. The topic is very life related, traveling, eating, shopping, all these kinds of topics. Then we provide you with good vocabulary rich words.
Yeah.
Okay. Now these words are not your dictionary words. Why I say that is because in a dictionary you go to a word starting from A, you will find a big list. We have not copy pasted that list.
Yeah.
We have actually researched and found out what kinds of words do people actually use in their daily life, but most people may not know about them.
Yeah, right.
And then we talk about those words. In the third section, we provide you with, well, now comes the grammar. This is tenses. This can be active passive voices. This can be modal. This can be may and might. We cover a lot of bases in a very short amount of time.
Okay.
Alright. Then last but certainly not least, and probably the best section of the entire material is going to be the post-session exercise.
Okay.
In the post-session exercise, we provide you with good questions, and these are not your CBSE or ICSE board questions. These are actually proper sentences that you will use in your daily life.
Okay.
Okay. I'll give you an example. There are two kinds of loos in English. One is LOSE. The other one is LOOSE.
Yeah.
Okay. Both have the same pronunciation, but completely different meanings. So we will provide you with questions that deal with these words, so that when you have to use them in real life, you don't get stuck at all.
Okay. So it means like we have to take the subscription. So I was getting only the option like we can have the communication, like we can only get a tutor who can, like we can do the communication of around 15 minutes in a week, or like 3 days in a week. So that kind of the thing. But I don't know much about, like you have informed me just now that we'll be getting such steps
Yes.
also. Okay.
Well, the thing is that the subscription plan is very, very subjected to you, because what fits in your schedule, how you want to learn English, how much time can you devote to it.
Yeah.
But see, that is dependent on you. But this is my responsibility to tell you this in this
Obviously.
class. Which
Right.
is why we book demos.
Yeah.
So that we can tell people completely about how we work,
Yeah.
and then they can take a very, very informed decision.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's great.
So now let me give you some feedback. Okay, yes. Every speaker is supposed to give you some feedback. In case they forget, which happens because we are juggling so many things at once.
Yeah.
In case they forget, you can politely ask them that sir or ma'am, you were really supposed to give me some feedback.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, they will not mind it or anything. They will rather apologize and say yes, I have awesome.
Okay, good.
So some feedback for you for today's class, and what
Okay.
I
Yes, I really
your
appreciate.
command on English is above average by far. You
Okay,
know
great.
what you are talking about. You can listen properly, you can speak properly. But where I found some minor issues, not even major, was that first you run with your English. You
Okay.
sprint. You pick your English up and you sprint.
Okay.
So for that I would say that you just consciously try to slow it down a little
Okay.
and move your mouth more when you are speaking.
All right.
What that does is it reduces the speed and puts more pressure on the pronunciation of words,
Okay.
on the dialect and the accent that you use.
All right.
And that really that really shows your confidence,
Okay.
which is what we are aiming for.
All
Okay,
right.
this is the first tip I have for you. The second one is going to be that whenever somebody asks you something, anything, okay, I want you to first of all, don't panic. Okay, you know the answer.
Yeah.
All you have to do is speak it in English. So start thinking about the answer in English only before you actually go ahead and answer them.
Okay.
Okay. So, for example, the problems with introducing yourself. Now, the thing with introduction is this is very, very formal and very, very standard.
Right,
You tell
right.
about yourself.
Yeah.
You may or may not tell about your family. I don't speak about my family because most of my interviews were really job related. They don't care about my family.
Yeah.
So, I tell about myself. You can talk about your education. You can talk about your favorite subjects. You can talk about why and how you want to benefit from something.
Yes,
For
actually the
example,
flow, sorry to interrupt, actually we have such flow, like we in our mind, like at the time of interview we have to like first inform about us, about our education, and after that, like if they ask about our family, but like whatever experience we have to inform that accordingly. So basically my major concern is that, like if somebody asks about me, like what is your hobbies, right? So let's say if I inform about my hobbies, and if they ask me to elaborate it more, so that time I got stuck. Like if I'm informing about my hobbies, and like let's say if I said that I'm a kind of girl, I'm a confident girl, right? Okay, so if I said that if someone asked me why are you confident, okay, so that time it means I have to inform some situation that must be happened in my past, okay. And at that time I do stuck. Like sometimes we can use historic present, right? So that at that time I do stuck with the past sentences, and like historic present, how I can manage the both. So I do stuck in between that time.
all right. Well, I'll keep all this in mind and make sure that the next session you book, the person who is taking your classes, be it me, be it anybody else, is completely aware of this situation, because this is actually a pretty advanced problem to have.
Yeah.
Okay, because historic presence is actually less of a language device and more of a personality building device.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So we'll get to it, no worries. Now the session gets a cutoff at almost 2:90.
Okay.
So unfortunately, this is all the
No
time we
no
had.
problem.
But it was great talking to you.
Same here,
And
same here.
welcome to Clapingo. And I'm
Sure.
sure your journey here will be amazing.
Sure,
So
thank you. It's
so
really
much.
nice talking to you. Thank you so
This
much
has
for
been
your
amazing.
advice. Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Same to you.